The 2K Sports pregame show.
Hey, Ernie Johnson here, and I'm joined by Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports.
Tonight, we'll be watching the Milwaukee Bucks playing against the Brooklyn Nets. And for Brooklyn, they're in a little bit of a skid now. There's no other way to put it. Whatever momentum they may have had early in the season has gone away here as we've reached the midway point. And the Bucks securing $250 million with a B dollars worth of funding from Milwaukee to build a new arena.
Wow.
Construction underway, and they're hoping to move in next season, guys.
Man, I should move to Milwaukee. They're giving away that kind of money.
That's my hometown, by the way.
Wow.
I was born in Milwaukee.
The mean streets of Milwaukee.
Yeah, I survived the mean streets of Milwaukee, North 68th Street to be exact.
Well, it's a big part of keeping a team there because, you know, there's been some rumors about people wanting to move that team and the ownership possibly. So now it's not the biggest market, but right now they sweeten the pot up a little bit.
You know, the Bucks' new ownership is staying true to their word, working to keep the team in Milwaukee. You look at the picture of this arena, it's going to be spectacular.
Cannot wait for the grand opening of the Ernie Dome.
Are you going to go?
In Milwaukee.
The Ernie Dome.
The
I like
Ernie
that.
Dome. There you go. Hey, Kevin Harlan, take it away.
The Ernie Dome.
Welcome to the weekend, everybody. Let's get it going with NBA action on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan at the table alongside Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. We'll be hearing from David Aldridge from the sideline. After this game, the Bucks head back out on the road. And this is their first time matched up with Brooklyn this year. Last year was a lopsided affair as they were able to take all 4 games in the series, earning the sweep.
And they were unbeaten against this club last season. Not surprising considering where they both finished in the standings.
Well, they're more talented, more accomplished at this point, but you can't rely on that and start taking plays off. You could get surprised.
And with pregame routines coming to an end, we're just about ready for our tip-off. First, though, let's get a report from the sideline and say hello to David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Giannis Antetokounmpo came to the NBA as an unheralded 19-year-old from Greece, but he's been a quick study at the NBA level. One reason? He actually takes notes. He said, "We all make mistakes and your mind can't remember them all. I write what I did wrong and what worked. I'm going to keep it going. Someday, I'll have a collection." And with that dedication, Kevin, the sky is the limit for the Greek freak.
Boy, that's fascinating stuff, D.A. Thank you so much. What better way to learn from your mistakes? And now teams getting into the middle of the season. The truth is, it's a grind, Doris. You know it. You've covered it, 82 games. In your opinion, is that the right amount in terms of 82 games in a regular season?
I would say to you, it doesn't matter if it's the right amount. I think the reality is this is the business of the NBA. It's been 82 games for as long as I can remember, certainly in my lifetime of fandom, Kevin. So the reality is what we need to do is address the schedule, and you're starting to see that. Shortening the preseason, stretching out those windows where you're not getting 4 games in 5 nights and the back-to-backs, particularly when there's back-to-back on national television. 82 games is going nowhere from a business standpoint. Let's make those 82 games the best we can by lengthening the season.
So the Nets starting 5. We've got Davis, D'Angelo Russell out there with Alan Crabb. Then it's Damari Carroll. And it's Fareed in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Now here's Carroll. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It goes on Eric Bledsoe.
Yeah, the call goes Carroll's way thanks to the effort he puts in. He doesn't back away from the contact.
And really, the first 3 or 4 seasons of his career, Damari Carroll was kind of a fringe rotation player. I think once his three-point shooting took form in Atlanta, that's when his value as a player skyrocketed.
And he makes the first. And for DeMarre Carroll, able to hit the three, but it all starts for him, Greg, at the defensive end.
Yeah, he can be an intimidator on that side of the ball, and with his lockdown mentality defensively, he only needs to provide complementary scoring to be a key contributor.
And so he's able to get one of two.
Now, did you know, Kevin, that they call DeMarre Carroll the swag daddy because he always dresses to impress? I hear the wardrobe is unreal.
And there's the call on Giannis Antetokounmpo. That's his first foul. And the Nets with possession. They come into this one following a loss to the Thunder.
A long and tiring game, made worse, obviously, by the fact they ended up in the second overtime falling short, which can be a real morale killer.
Now here's Cram. He's coming off a 31-point game against Oklahoma City.
Working the in-between area, the kind of look that can get you into a rhythm early.
Yeah, the defense better take notice because you can't let guys get comfy shooting from their spots.
Bledsoe against Russell. Here's Middleton, and a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot two right here.
And one of the things I love about Chris Middleton is his decision making. You know, he doesn't force shots or passes when he has the ball and just lets the play develop. And that's why coaches trust him so much.
And that one falls for Middleton. And with Middleton in his decision-making, it's true for both his scoring and his passing.
For the amount he facilitates, he has great efficiency. Low turnovers, solid field goal percentage, and his passing gets better every year.
Middleton hits them both.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Russell passes to Davis. Carroll with a screen for Davis. Out to Russell. And it's good from the elbow.
Yeah, with the size and quick shot release, Russell a tough cover from mid-range.
Russell against Bledsoe. Outside, Antetokounmpo. No good, shot missing. Some solid defense from Fareed. 4 on 3 as they bring it up. Carroll with it. Now guarded by Middleton. Stolen by Middleton. It's Brogdon on the wing. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game.
Boy, still not quite in rhythm. Just 1 for 4.
Now here's Cram. He's tightly guarded. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. Fareed setting the pick for Russell. Clock at 6. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. For Brooklyn, they have gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line.
Yeah, pretty good numbers on the season when you look at their free throw attempts, right around 78%.
Gentlemen, 2 shots. Roof shots.
First one falls for him. And Kenny Atkinson, head coach of the Nets, a New York native, grew up in Long Island.
And it is nice to have that tie to the area. Certainly with this team, we know it's going to be a process. But Kenny is home, and he's committed to developing this organization.
He's off on the second. Bucks have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Here's Antetokounmpo, and Davis sends it back.
And they're 1 of 5 to start this game. Just really haven't gotten into a flow offensively.
Here's Fareed. And again, it's the Nets missing.
Oh, a lapse defensively, and they actually get away with it. Bad idea to leave him open consistently, though.
Carroll against Middleton. And here's Russell. 17 points for him last game against Oklahoma City.
And then there was his passing. When he wasn't scoring on his own, he was making plays for his teammates. And they just couldn't figure out how to defend it. Feeling out the pick and roll. Russell never looks like he's in a hurry.
Bledsoe against Russell. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Here's Middleton, and plenty of contact on the shot. So, 2 free throws coming up. And the foul goes against Brooklyn.
And, of course, for the Nets, I mean, they won't control their own first-round pick until 2019. There's going to be some losing along the way with not much reward.
And that one falls for Middleton. And Greg, the Nets trading away the better part of a decade worth of draft picks when they went all in back in 2013 and 2014.
Yeah, going for vets like Darren Williams and Gerald Wallace, Paul Pierce, and of course KG. But unfortunately all past their primes. That team only able to get to the second round, and boy, what a heavy price to pay for so little success in the postseason.
Now, here is Russell. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game. Crabbe kicks to Fareed, and he gets it to go. Fareed's got 5.
I'll tell you, unless someone gets a hand to it, it's hard to miss the mark from that close range.
Lopez a screen. Rogged in the pass to Lopez. And Davis sends it back. Carroll with it. Now guarded by Middleton. They get it back. Count that one. And that's now 7 points for Kenneth Fareed.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Russell kicks to Fareed. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Snatched up. Lopez with the block.
Lopez needs to hold down the fort on defense. An incredible wingspan to get that one.
Bucks trail by 6. Bledsoe outside. Antetokounmpo dishes to Bledsoe. There's the screen. Middleton the pass to Antetokounmpo. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. Antetokounmpo's got his first basket.
Wow, what a crafty player. Gets it done any way he has to.
To the inside. And that one's good by Davis.
And just showing great vision there. Russell surveys the floor and whips it to the open man.
And Lopez has it in the corner. Davis against Antetokounmpo. Back to Lopez. It's stolen by Davis. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. Here's Russell. Here's Fareed. Makes it off the glass. Fareed's got 9.
Well, you've got to look at this guy's shooting as one of the main reasons they've been able to build this lead.
Here's Bledsoe. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
This guy is just so physical for a point guard. Bledsoe loves to challenge the defense in close.
Crabbe from long range. Now in the scoring column with that deuce. 1 for 2 this game.
Oh, a good open look, and he sprays it home from 3.
Bledsoe with it. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Phoenix.
And his passing was simply amazing. A lot of fun to watch.
And now Russell pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
And the defense looks soft early on. They've got to sum it up. A little more sense of urgency.
And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game. They come into this having outplayed Phoenix the last game.
And when you protect the rim like they did in that one, it has a tremendous impact.
I don't think there's any question when you're playing that strong a defense, it's going to have an effect on your opponent. And it seemed like they were getting their hands up on the majority of shots.
A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. And a new group in for the Nets. Allen's checked in for Reed. Dudley comes in for DeMarre Carroll. LeVert's checked in for Allen Crabbe. And Spencer Dinwiddie subbed in for D'Angelo Russell.
Obviously, he's not the top priority for the defense in those situations. It results in an open three.
Here's Dinwiddie, defended by Dellavedova. Davis with a screen on Ilyasova. Here's LeVert, and Maker sends it back. Here's Dellavedova, an 11-point game for him in the win against Phoenix. Doris, so often we talk about high basketball IQ. Is that something you can learn, or do you have to be born with something like that?
I think it's probably a little bit of both, but if you look at someone like LeBron James, whose basketball IQ may be the highest we've ever seen, I think he's a guy whose basketball knowledge is always expanding. And I think if you love the game, you're constantly taking in information. So probably a little bit of both.
So you've always got to be curious, right? Even if you're at the top of the game like LeBron or yourself.
Right. LeBron is just, he's constantly taking in sources of information, upping his ante in terms of film watching and preparation. Really special to be able to watch that guy work.
And I know that's how you prepare as a broadcaster now. I'd like to tag along sometime and watch you prepare for a game. That'd be a lot of fun.
It'd be a blast.
Harris is checked in for Davis. Good on the second free throw.
And you look at the Bucks in this roster, and the one constant at every position, length. I mean, great height and wingspan. Giannis and Maker, just to name a few.
Here's LeVert. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against the Thunder in Oklahoma City.
His passing definitely came into play as well, Kev. He was very unselfish, really kept the ball moving.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
And the youngster Karis LeVert, drafted 20th overall, Doris, back in 2016 out of Michigan.
Well, I think some people consider this a high-risk, high-reward pick. The reason, he dealt with stress fractures repeatedly in his left foot throughout his college days. But when this guy's healthy, man, whoo, can he shoot it? And at 6'7", look out.
2 shots.
The first one falls.
To me, Karis LeVert has tons of upside. This is a 6'7" guard with an outstanding skill set.
Both good from the line that time. Bucks trail by 9. Now here is Dellavedova, currently averaging almost 6 points a game. They set the pick. Maker kicks to Connaughton. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The layup off target.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Here's LeVert. Offline with his 3. Bucks have gone 4 of 10 shooting the ball here in the first quarter. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact and he'll shoot 2. The Bucks have hit most of their free throws tonight, 5 of 6. The first free throw is good. And the Nets adding their own G League affiliate, the Long Island Nets.
Yeah, and the Nets franchise originally, remember, based in Long Island. So nice to have that homecoming. And of course, with young talent development, so critical for this Nets organization. Having that minor league team in close proximity, very valuable.
Here's Dinwiddie. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. He feeds it to Dudley. Offensive rebound, Allen. 1 up, 1 down, 2 points with his first shot this game.
pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Dellavedova kicks to Ilyasova. Pass to Maker. Back to Ilyasova. And Ilyasova throws it down.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Here's Dinwiddie. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. It's stolen by Maker. Now here is Dellavedova. He's guarded closely. Connaughton passes to Dellavedova. Three-pointer. Snell doesn't go that time. The Nets go the other way with it. To the right side. Here's Dinwiddie. Misses the three.
And on the glass so far, it hadn't even been close.
Here's Ilyasova. It's hauled in by Harris. Nets leading by 7. Stolen by Dellavedova. And it's the Bucks on the break. Three-pointers. Snell. Allen with the rebound. Allen's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Stolen by Dellavedova. Now the Bucks moving it up. Here's Maker, and the dunk by Maker.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came upright with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
Fantastic anticipation. Then he shows major explosiveness converting at the other end.
And it's Harris off the drive. That one falls.
And loving the hustle here early. I mean, they struck first on the offensive glass.
1:43 left in the first quarter. And it's Dellavedova missing.
Boy, a little too casual on the layup. Temporary loss of focus. Not good.
A three-pointer is right on target. And now a 10-point Nets lead.
Yeah, off to a strong start here early. 6 points off second chance buckets.
There's the dish to Ilyasova. There's a good screen. Maker with a screen for Ilyasova. And it's Connaughton missing.
He definitely got nervous at the rim. I mean, he needs to make sure he finishes strong.
Harris, right side. And Maker sends it back. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nets will retain possession. .59 seconds left in the first quarter. And the Bucks with possession here. A 12-point game. Dellavedova dishes to Ilyasova. To stop the run. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Dellavedova. Dellavedova's got 3 assists tonight. They set the pick. Dinwiddie kicks to Harris. There's 31 seconds left to play in the first. Here's Allen. Pass to Dudley. Here's Dinwiddie. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. 11 seconds left here in the first quarter. Shot clock at 6. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
And that's a tough one, but on those illegal screen calls, the defender's never going to get the benefit of the doubt.
And that's true. The officials used to be pretty lenient on those, but not anymore.
And here's Ilyasova outside. No good on that last second attempt there. And a double-digit lead on the scoreboard as we end the first quarter of play. Brooklyn ahead. They're up by 10. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return. And welcome back. It's been all one-sided so far through the first quarter as our second quarter gets underway. And from Brooklyn guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
I think they play great D and not giving up anything easy early on.
You love that they're making the offense work, right? Making every single thing they try to do hard.
Brooklyn leading by 10. Ilyasova out there with Tony Snell. Then it's Matthew Dellavedova. Then there's Maker. And it's Connaughton in at the 2. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Now here's Dudley. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. Dinwiddie lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. Dinwiddie's got the lead up to 12 now for the Nets. Now Dellavedova. Pass to Connaughton. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Dellavedova. Dellavedova's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Dinwiddie passes to Allen, and here's Dudley for 3. The rebound by the Bucks. They get to take on the Bulls at Chicago after this one. That'll be just one game played away from home for them. Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. 13 feet away. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. And the Nets lead by 11. The Bucks shooting a lackluster 38% for the game, struggling so far. Dellavedova kicks to Connaughton. Offline with his 3. The Nets have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Taken away. Here's Dellavedova. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
There's Dinwiddie, defended by Dellavedova. Here's LeVert. And he got the whistle, so he'll have a 3-point play opportunity.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Yours, who are some of the guys that surprise you with their toughness on a nightly basis in the NBA?
You know, you have to think historically, pound for pound in the history of the NBA, the toughest single guy was Allen Iverson. For me, the current iteration, and I'm not saying that Isaiah Thomas is Allen Iverson, they're drastically different players because Isaiah doesn't have that kind of athleticism that AI had early. But Isaiah at 5'9", to continually find his way into the paint, to be willing to attack the bigs, to absorb the kind of pounding he does, and get himself into the MVP conversation, Kevin, really, that was incredible.
LeBron probably takes, for a guy his size, you think he can dish it out, but I'm telling you, I think he gets whacked all the time.
I think, Kevin, this is the single hardest guy in the NBA to officiate today, and frankly, I do not believe LeBron James goes to the foul line as much as he deserves.
Well said. Malcolm Brogdon, a second-round pick out of the University of Virginia. What a find, Greg, he has been, and you love that he can fill in at either guard spot.
And you get the feeling Brogdon was overlooked for being a 4-year player in college. Has the passing and vision of a point guard, scores well enough from inside and out to play off the ball as well.
That free throw good from Brogdon. And a big story for the Bucks team is that they are slated to play their last season here at the BMO Harris Bradley Center. And then starting in 2018, they'll be playing next door at what should be a beautiful complex.
Yeah, and it was part of the plan to keep the Bucks happy and playing here in Milwaukee. Goal is to have the venue act as a new centerpiece for the downtown district, and it seems like a fantastic place to build a state-of-the-art NBA arena.
Now here's Davis. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Thunder in Oklahoma City.
And it felt like he was literally everywhere on the defensive end. Multiple rejections, stifling all game long.
And the basket is good.
And that's what you give up when you don't fight over the screen.
Right, the effort could have been so much better. You've got to be willing to fight through that screen. There's no question about it.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Crabbe in the corner. Screen by Fareed. 6 on the shot clock. Now here's Crabbe. He's guarded by Brogdon. Hangs, and Fareed lays it in. Fareed's got 11.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Timeout called, the Bucks.
And over the course of the Nets franchise history, some interesting decisions. I mean, back in the 90s, they came very close to changing the team name to the Swamp Dragons. I think I'm just going to leave that one right there.
And a look now at the 4 areas where shots can come from. The paint, mid-range, and shots from deep, all broken down for the Bucks.
And clearly, this is a squad that makes its living in the paint. Very few teams are as determined to get the ball inside as much as they are. They aren't going to settle for jump shots. They're going to continue to pound it down low.
Bucks trail by 14. So, Greg, how close were the Nets to being the Swamp Dragons anyway?
Well, it needed a unanimous vote of all the teams to change it, but there was one vote against it. The Nets themselves voted against the change, and they had 7 owners who rotated voting duties, and the one on deck got cold feet.
The shot by Brogdon, no good.
And look at how well the defense does to cut his path to the basket. Comes up empty on what might have been an easy play.
Brooklyn leading by 14. Davis sets a screen. Russell kicks to Carroll. Davis with a screen on Antetokounmpo. Carroll dishes to Davis. Shot clock at 5. Screen by Fareed. Crabbe, good. Crabbe's got 4 points in the quarter.
I'll tell you, good or not, that isn't a shot they'll want him to take again.
Bledsoe kicks to Antetokounmpo. It's Brogdon on the wing. Back to Antetokounmpo. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It goes on Kenneth Fareed.
Yeah, getting to the line more and more. Proof that Giannis is consistently being aggressive.
First trip to the line for him here. No good on the free throw. Doris, what an honor. Inducted into your college's Hall of Fame, something not many of us can say. What does that kind of honor do for the confidence for you personally going forward?
You know what? Providence College is a place that means a great deal to me. So what that Hall of Fame induction did was just remind me of all the special memories that I shared with my teammates. I'm close with many of them today. And Kevin, you know this. You know, if you've ever been inside a locker room, it's those moments when you're laughing until your stomach hurts. I'd say we were the Hall of Fame fun team. That's what I'd say.
I think we're on the fun team here on 2K.
The physical basketball there, and in the best sense. A hard screen allows him to shake the defender and get to the bucket for the layup.
Russell kicks to Crabbe. Outside for Davis. It's Solenbaum to Kumbo. It's Brogdon on the wing. Back to Middleton. Here's Lopez with the second effort. That shot off. And it's the Nets taking it the other way.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
And it's Russell in the corner. Down low. Fareed. The second chance effort. And here, there's a whistle. He was going up for a layup. And while it looked like there was some contact, I wasn't sure they were going to call it a foul shot or not. But sure enough, they have. So he'll head to the free throw line. He shot 2 free throws in the game, made 1 and missed 1.
72% at the line this season. He has yet to set himself apart in that department.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Move shots.
first one falls for him. Doris, looking at the way the playoffs are set up, the top 8 teams from each conference get in. So at what point might the league eliminate divisions altogether?
I don't think that's far in the future, to be perfectly honest with you. What I'm as curious about, Kevin, is would they ever see the teams, regardless of Eastern or Western Conference, because there seems to be some disparity in level of competition. Is that something you'd like to see, Kevin, where the teams are simply seeded 1 through 16 based on record?
I don't think I'd mind it, Doris, but I do like the fact that, kind of like in the other sports, where you don't have the
Yeah, I mean, the ball handling and body control for a guy that's Giannis's height, it's really impressive.
And the highlight reel replay brought to you by Under Armour. Another Unleash Chaos moment. Excellent work by the talented people in our production truck as well. Stolen by Brogdon. Lopez kicks to Bledsoe. Goes back up. Brooklyn with the rebound. Davis has got his 4th rebound in this one.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Back to Russell. Davis with a screen on Bledsoe. It's Russell with the drive. Here's Davis. Excellent D there from Bledsoe. Bucks trail by 15. Here's Antetokounmpo.
And one thing you notice with Giannis is just how much better this team is with him on the floor. What he brings on offense and defense is as huge as any player in our league.
And when you watch Giannis out there, he just looked unstoppable, Greg, at times. The way he's able to attack the rim, the blend of size, speed, and length is just unparalleled in the NBA.
And it's the movement that throws you off with Giannis. One step, and he's gone from the 3 line to the rim. There isn't any way to stop someone that skilled who's that big.
And he knocks down the first one. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe.
He does a great job of drawing contact and getting himself to the line, something he didn't do in the first period.
Count that bucket. Fareed's got 6 points in the quarter.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Timeout called, the Bucks.
He does not look happy. Their defensive rebounding has been putrid, and they're giving up a ton of second-chance points. And now a look at Eric Bledsoe. How his last 10 games have gone. He's putting up about 16 points a game, 5 assists, and 2 rebounds. And with his great passing, he's been a catalyst for their offense, often seeing plays even before they materialize.
Yeah, there's no doubt about that. Great anticipation, excellent peripheral vision. His talents are really shining through.
Middleton using his post move to get the 2 points. Middleton's got 6.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around him.
Now here's Crabb. He's guarded by Brogdon. Fareed, a screen on Bledsoe. Russell kicks to Fareed. Just 4 to shoot. Milwaukee with the rebound. Here's Brogdon. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And we have a moment to take a look at the best 3-point shooting teams in the NBA. In the 3rd spot, the Bucks.
No doubt, they have snipers on that roster, that's for sure. It's been a terrific year for them from beyond the arc.
And the first one at the line is good. He hits both from the stripe. And Brooklyn has possession. 17 points was their biggest margin. At the conclusion of this game, they're off to Minnesota, where they'll take on the Timberwolves. And that will be the 4th of the string of 5 played on the road. Outside, Davis, 6 to shoot. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo. For Brooklyn, they have gone 7 of 9 from the free throw line tonight, and the first one drops. And he can't hit the second. Bucks trail by 13. Here's Brogdon. Trabb pulls it in. And it's Russell in the corner. Takes the 3. Rebound, Giannis Antetokounmpo. Milwaukee's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. On to Antetokounmpo's got 8.
I tell you, get the feeling he's only going to get better as this game wears on. That first quarter was good. His second quarter has been great.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
And Middleton kicks to Bledsoe. Dishes to Lopez. And the layup falls. Lopez has got 4 points this quarter.
Boy, love watching Brook Lopez go to work. Superb at playing to his strengths down on the box.
Davis sets a screen. Grab the pass to Russell. Carroll with a screen for Russell. Over Middleton. No good on the shot. A bit long that time. Bucks trail by 11. Brogdon kicks to Bledsoe. Lopez, a screen on Russell. To the middle, over Davis. And Davis sends it back. Russell against Bledsoe. Nets passing it around. Outside, Davis. Back to Carroll. Just 5 to shoot. And it's Davis missing.
You know, I think the idea is right. Set a screen and try to shield the defender off him, but the pick isn't nearly strong enough. What a difference in the second quarter. His shooting, much more confidence, much more accuracy.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn. And Doris, it's nice to see Brook Lopez the last few seasons stay relatively healthy.
Well, I think for 7-footers, anyone who plays on the interior, you can get such wear and tear on the body. I think he's taken motivation from those injuries, and he's making the most of his time on the court.
A platoon swap here for Brooklyn. And we take a look here at the shot chart for the Nets.
Well, this is what you wanted to see from him. I mean, he's not settling for anything and is going right at the defender, taking the ball to the rim whenever he can. And the attitude he's had on offense is keeping his team flying around, as his energy is contagious out there right now.
Brooklyn with the rebound. Allen's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
And they hold a huge advantage on the backboard.
And there's the pass to Dinwiddie. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. Dinwiddie's got 5 now.
I tell you, there are players who can get thrown off when they're that wide open, but this guy keeps his cool and doesn't rush it.
Maker dishes to Dellavedova. The shot, no good. And Brooklyn will now go the other way with it. 17 points was their biggest margin. Here's Dinwiddie, defended by Dellavedova. Dinwiddie with the bucket.
You know, after not scoring a single point in the first quarter, they're still feeding him, and he's showing his appreciation.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
What a play there. The hoop plus the harm.
That free throw good from Ilyasova. Brooklyn leading by 11. Here's the screen. Dinwiddie kicks to Dudley. And here's Harris from the arc. The rebound by the Bucks. Maker's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Kicks it to Dellavedova. In the corner, Snell with it. Gets that one to drop. First one of the game after 4 straight misses.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Here's Dinwiddie. He has 7. Pass to LeVert. There's the 3. Offensive rebound.
Yeah, second chance points. Gotta love the way they attack the offensive glass there, even with a huge lead.
I'll tell you, Greg, there's no let up in how they play. They want to dominate every aspect, and that includes second chance points.
And so it's Brooklyn. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. Their defense has been terrific in this game. We've got more in store for you right after this.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Ernie Johnson here, along with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Time to check out the first half of action. Big-time play throughout the first half for Kenneth Faried. He ended up with 17 points and 11 rebounds. He has bounced back nicely from what was a tough night for him in their last game. Judging by that first half, he's back to his old self again. Let's start with you, Shaq. What'd you think about the Nets?
Well, what's really shifted the game in their favor has been their rebounding. They got a good edge on the boards, and that's a product of their hard work. All 5 guys been battling, putting everything they have to fight on the glass. That needs to remain the focus for 2 more quarters if they want to hang on to that lead.
And over to Kenny, your thoughts on the Bucks?
Well, they just didn't produce enough offense. I don't know if it's because they were expending so much energy on the defensive end, but clearly they have to take a look at this. What plays are we calling, and how can we improve that? And they have to do it fast, because if they don't, this game is going to run away from them.
And we're just about ready for the start of the third quarter. Kevin Harlan standing by. We'll see you.
Well, it's been a one-sided affair so far through the first 2 quarters, but there's plenty of time to mount a comeback. Nice game, great performance by Kenneth Faried.
And how about that? Already through 2 quarters and some change. He's got a double-double.
I'll tell you, he took over the game in that first half, Greg. They really have got to find a way to slow this guy down.
Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters. Checking out the group for Kenny Atkinson to start the second half. They've got Kenneth Faried. Jamari Carroll is out there with Davis. Then it's Alan Crabb, and it's Russell in at the point guard position. Here's Brogdon. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. Brogdon's got the first points of the second half up on the board for the Bucks. And here's Russell. Faried outside. He kicks it to Crabb. 6 on the shot clock. Faried onto Tacumbo, pulls it in. On to Tacumbo's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Bledsoe. And again, it's Milwaukee converting.
Now, this guy's got a really good feel for spacing. Very comfortable shooting that jumper with a hand in his face.
Faried the pass to Carroll. They set the screen. Here's Russell. And the slam dunk by Russell.
And, you know, we talk about feel and reading the situation. Russell gets an opening there and does not flinch.
Lopez sets a screen for Bledsoe. To the paint. And stolen by Crabb. And here we go. From 18 feet away. Antetokounmpo grabs the miss. Antetokounmpo's got 5 rebounds tonight.
They've got to start working for better shots. Just 1 for 4 in the second half so far.
In transition, here come the Nets. Russell with a wide open look. Drains the wing tray. Russell's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, and we're going to be watching this for the next decade or more. Russell savage from deep.
And it's Bledsoe off the drive, and Lopez throws it down.
And if that doesn't get them fired up, guys, nothing will.
Greg, just what the doctor ordered, huh? Some high-flying antics to narrow the deficit.
Yeah, and an example of why you want to let the game come to you. The opening presented itself, he converted in a big way.
One shot.
And Brook Lopez, Doris, with some notable injuries off the court.
Well, my understanding is he pitched a TV pilot in the past. He's also said he'd like to write a novel someday. He's got an incredible love of books, which, according to he and his brother, was instilled in them by their mother.
And he makes that one. Davis has got 5 points so far.
Controlling the defensive glass has been a problem here tonight.
Lopez, a screen on Russell. And Bledsoe, here we go. And the dunk by Lopez.
How about the amount of space Brook Lopez clears out? This is a big frame who sets terrific screens.
Davis sets a screen. And they double up Russell. Outside, Davis. 6 to shoot. Screen by Fareed. Here's Crabb. Milwaukee with the rebound. On to Tacumbo's got 6 rebounds in the game.
They're fortunate to be in front given how shaky he's been from the floor tonight.
Wow, 5 straight buckets coming out of half. They are rolling.
One shot, gentlemen.
Nets leading by 6. Russell with it. Eric Bledsoe covering. Fareed with a clean look. Fareed can't get that one to fall.
Boy, with that much space around him, maybe he's better off attacking the basket than settling for the jumper.
Middleton can't get it to go. For Brooklyn, they've gone a lackluster 3 of 9 from the field since halftime. And the foul on Eric Bledsoe. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the 3rd. Fareed, a screen on Brogdon. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Fareed setting the pick for Russell. From deep. Keeps it alive, and it's put back in by Fareed. Fareed's got 19 points.
You know, his positioning near the hoop, always to his advantage. Just a terrific job to tip that one back in.
Pass to Brogdon. It's stolen by Davis. And here's the fast break. Russell leading the way. Good D by Bledsoe. Bucks trail by 8. Here's Antetokounmpo. The quick look, no good that time.
Now that's where they want to go with the ball. They can tolerate a few misses as long as he gets his touches inside.
Davis with a screen on Brogdon. The shot by Carroll, no good. The Bucks have gone 5 of 7 from the field in the 3rd quarter. Let's see if they can keep it up. Here's Bledsoe. Carroll with the rebound. Nets leading by 8. He dishes it to Fareed. Davis kicks to Russell. Just 5 to shoot. Over Antetokounmpo, and the rejection by Antetokounmpo. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. here is Bledsoe. He isn't playing a big part of their offensive scheme, averaging around 15.5 points a game. Here's Middleton. Good, and Bledsoe gets the assist. Middleton's got 8 points.
I love how he establishes his post position inside before he converts.
Fareed, a screen on Bledsoe. Here's Russell. The putback. Great positioning on the putback. And the Nets lead by 8.
And look at it, a significant portion of their offense coming on those second chance opportunities.
Here's Lopez, and Lopez throws it down.
Well, I'll tell you, Lopez filling it up. He's a commanding presence on the offensive end.
Brooklyn's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Davis sets a screen. Russell kicks to Crabbe. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
He's obviously still trying to find the range. No success this quarter. You wonder what it would take to get him to pass the ball.
Up top, Russell, guarded by Bledsoe. It's thrown by to Tacumbo. The shot misses. Great D that time from Davis. And there's the call on Giannis Antetokounmpo. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Tony Snell's checked in for Chris Middleton. Then for the Nets, Allen comes in for Fareed, and Dudley subbed in for Ed Davis. Now here's Carroll. He's covered closely. Right wing, there's the feed to Crabbe. Clock at 6. Lets it go from 14. And it's off the back rim. No good. Bucks trail by 6. On to Tacumbo.
Nice there, getting the reverse. Love that. And the fans got a little bit of a show there.
Guys, that one definitely had a little something extra on it. Bledsoe against Russell. There's a screen. Feeds it to Crabbe. Dudley with a screen on Brogdon. At the teardrop, and it's sent back by Lopez. Here's Snell. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Snell's got 6 points.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Russell against Bledsoe. Allen, a screen on Brogdon. Here's Crabbe. Allen kicks to Russell. He feeds it to Crabbe. Over in the corner, Dudley. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Dudley's got his 2nd bucket of the game to go.
Yeah, no question who's been the aggressor on the offensive glass.
Bledsoe kicks to Snell. The dish to Antetokounmpo over Dudley. Antetokounmpo can't get it to go.
And he's really trying to get them back into it, but the results just have not been there.
Russell against Bledsoe. And the slam dunk by Russell.
You know, not the most explosive leaper, but D'Angelo climbs the ladder on that one.
Bucks trail by 7. And Bledsoe, here we go. Here's Brogdon. Makes it off the glass. Brogdon's got 7 points here in this quarter.
If you give him an inch of space, he's going to make you pay.
Russell kicks to Dudley. There's the pick. Stolen by Bledsoe. Oh, and here comes Bledsoe all alone. And that one drops. Now it's just a 3-point Nets lead.
Well, looking like a running back in the open field. Bledsoe always a threat to convert in transition.
And that replay presented by Under Armour, showing us the fantastic steal that led to that fast break finish. Another unleashed chaos moment. Now a timeout called by Brooklyn.
It's interesting to watch how Eric Bledsoe plays the point guard position, right? You think he has played with some great point guards in his career. Teammates with John Wall in college, and learned from Chris Paul his first few seasons in the NBA.
You know, Doris, with Bledsoe, you can see his former point guard pairings and how he plays. Wall with his speed and how he approaches the game like CP3.
Well, and Eric Bledsoe is very quick to credit Chris Paul for learning to play the point guard position at an NBA level. Paul could demonstrate certain things, and Bledsoe would follow in his footsteps. You love that kind of mentorship.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Thon Maker's checked in for Lopez. Ilyasova comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Malcolm Brogdon. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Eric Bledsoe. Ilyasova dishes to Maker. Ilyasova passes to Connaughton. Just 5 on the clock. Lays it up and banks it in. Connaughton's got 5 points so far.
Amazing how he gets this one to go. Size doesn't matter.
What fearlessness, right? He likes to go at taller defenders, and he shows he has what it takes to get it done.
There's Dinwiddie, defended by Dellavedova. Up again. Here's Allen, and finally they hit one. He's got 8.
It's been their Achilles heel defensively. They just have not been able to control that backboard.
Now here is Dellavedova. He's tightly guarded. Snell from outside. Rebounded by Dudley. Brooklyn leading by 3. Here's LeVert. He's got 8. Harris misses. And Ilyasova kicks to Connaughton. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. And Brooklyn called for the foul. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. And so he hits both. The Nets with the lead. Here's Dinwiddie. 7 points in the game. Harris setting the pick for Dudley. Passes to LeVert. And he uses the glass on the layup. LeVert's got 10.
That's 6'7". Karis LeVert knows how to use that size, especially inside. He knows how to handle himself in there.
They set the screen. Ilyasova down low. He's guarded by Dudley. Clock management. This is where they can get a 2-for-1.
And Kevin, every opportunity counts.
Here's Dinwiddie, and he throws it down hard with one hand.
And folks, he does more than just put 2 points onto their lead. He does it with a little bit of flair.
He sure does. You're right. It's a dazzling move to the bucket for him.
And the way he went about it, no better way to increase the lead and energizes your teammates.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. .11 seconds left to play here in the third. From deep. The shot misses. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Nets lead by 3. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of the fourth quarter. Next. And now a sneak peek into the huddle with Coach Jason Kidd.
contest twos, right? We'll contest the twos and contest threes, but no layups.
Jason Kidd feeling like they need to protect the rim above all else right now, willing to give in other areas.
And you have to take care of home base. Otherwise, it's going to be attacked all night, and that's not going to reflect well for you on the scoreboard.
All right, we welcome you back to what's been a hard-fought battle. Fourth quarter should be good. A moment now to reset the lineups, brought to us by Gatorade. All fueled up here for the fourth quarter. And Milwaukee looking at who they've got. Ilyasova out there with Maker. Then there's Tony Snell. Then it's Matthew Dellavedova. And it's Connaughton in at the 2 spot. Dudley the pass to Dinwiddie. Out to Harris. Dishes to Dinwiddie. The Nets working the ball around now. Another shot, and Maker sends it back. Here's Connaughton, stolen away. In transition, here come the Nets. Hammers it in after taking it the length of the floor.
You've got to stay with LeVert in transition. I'll tell you, if you let him outrun you, it's going to be a long night.
Bucks trail by 5. Dellavedova with the ball. There's the screen. And Allen with the block. Harris outside. There's the pass to Dinwiddie. And out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession. Chris Middleton's checked in for the Bucks. Fareed's checked in for Brooklyn. Davis comes in for Jared Dudley. About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. Kicks it to Ilyasova. Pass to Middleton. Here's the 3. Milwaukee, no good that time either. Nets leading by 5. Harris outside. Pass to LeVert. Fareed, a screen on Middleton. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. Here's Maker. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. Middleton's got 6 assists in the game.
Well executed, and then you love the strong finish.
Yes, you love that they're not settling for anything outside the paint. Excellent work getting right to the tin.
Passes it to LeVert. Brooklyn gets it back in a new shot clock. Fareed dishes to Dinwiddie. Outside, Davis. Davis sets a screen. Harris kicks to Dinwiddie. Second shot opportunity. Here's Fareed. And the dunk by Fareed.
And Kevin, plays like that, really the reason they've got a nice lead right now. Just a great job on the glass.
And Greg, the jam and the follow gets their whole bench jumping. Look at them. They are really into it.
The other bench deflated because that was a rough sequence for the defense. They hated to give up those points, but did nothing to stop it.
Davis with a screen on Ilyasova. There's the screen. Here's Dinwiddie, defended by Ilyasova. Teardrop shot, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
And he knocks down the first one. And some changes here for the Bucks. Malcolm Brogdon's checked in for Pat Connaughton. And Eric Bledsoe subbed in for Matthew Dellavedova. And so he makes both from the line. And so it's Milwaukee with it. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. And Ilyasova kicks to Middleton. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
First free throw is good. Milwaukee making a switch here. Antetokounmpo's checked in. The Nets also changing it up. Damari Carroll's checked in for Harris. And D'Angelo Russell subbed in for Spencer Dinwiddie. Middleton hits them both. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Screen by Fareed. Off the screen. Yes, that goes in. Russell's got 9 points now in just the second half.
Yeah, masterful job by Russell with the height and shiftiness to kill you off the pick.
Bledsoe for 3. And Davis pulls it down. Davis has got rebound number 13 for him here tonight. Carroll kicks to Fareed. Here's LeVert. He's guarded by Brogdon. And Davis gets it to go. And the Nets lead by 7.
Really good work in the painted area. You need to have the inside game working like that.
Here's Brogdon. And Fareed sends it back. Russell against Bledsoe. Russell, no luck. For Milwaukee, they've gone 2 of 7 from the field in what's been a cold start to the fourth quarter for them. Antetokounmpo can't get it to go. Brooklyn leading by 7. Here's LeVert. True on the 14-footer. LeVert's got 4 points this quarter.
Simply crushing it right now. So much more accurate in the second half than he was in the first.
Down it goes. Nice one there from Antetokounmpo.
I think everyone expecting Bledsoe to perhaps force the issue, but he keeps his poise and finds the open man.
Screen by Russell. LeVert the pass to Russell. Shot off the screen, and it's Kenneth Fareed with the foul. That's his 4th foul of the contest. The shot's good.
And interesting, you know, Russell's jump shot looks something like a set shot, but that helps him maintain that good solid base.
Milwaukee making a switch here. Lopez is checked in, and a change for the Nets. Crab's checked in. Here's Antetokounmpo. That shot missing, and Brooklyn will now go the other way with it. 17 points was their biggest margin. Carroll against Middleton. Lopez over to help. And Milwaukee has possession. Bucks trail by 9. Here's Brogdon. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
Clearly a foul.
And he makes the first. That misses, so he splits the free throws. Nets leading by 8. Outside, Russell. And it's Davis at the elbow. He kicks to Carroll. He dishes it to Krabs. No good with the triple.
After the strong first half, this guy has not been the same, and largely a no-show right here.
And Antetokounmpo gets it to go. The Nets have gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the fourth, and even 50%. Fareed dishes to Carroll. Davis sets a screen. Here's Crabbe. Milwaukee with the rebound.
Oh, that's terrific defense there. That's how you protect the rim.
Bledsoe, and the layup is good. Now just a 4-point Nets lead.
Well, that leadership from Lopez, wanting to get his guys involved with his passing ability.
They set the pick. Davis kicks to Carroll. Fareed the pass to Crabb. Stolen by Brogdon. Russell against Bledsoe. For three, Middleton. Good, and Bledsoe gets the assist. Middleton's got 5 points in the quarter.
Well, this here is a game. Good run to close the gap.
Yeah, they ramped up their intensity, forced good things to happen, and now they're right back in it.
Russell dishes to Crabb. And the Nets miss again.
I'll tell you, they've had to look elsewhere for their scoring, and they've gotten it. This guy has had very little impact on the game offensively.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. And the Bucks lead by 1.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
The feed to Fareed. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. Here's Bledsoe. Makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals. 5 for 8 in the game.
How about these big shots for him in the fourth? He has been locked and loaded offensively.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn.
I'll tell you, the freak athleticism of Eric Bledsoe is eye-popping. He has unbelievable burst in the open floor that can make even elite guards look like they're standing still.
And for Bledsoe, the athleticism goes beyond his open floor speed. Doris also a fantastic rebounder, as you know, for a guard, even though his height is doing him no favors.
Well, he entered the league, obviously, Eric Bledsoe, as an elite-level athlete. And the longer you play, the more you understand how to take advantage of that. And obviously, once you become a starter, you can expect your productivity to increase.
LeVert's checked in for Brooklyn. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Kevin, during that last break, I heard Kenny Atkinson talking with his team. He knows his team is struggling tonight from the three-point line, so he told them to go for more quality shots inside. We're shooting way too many threes, he said. No more Hail Marys. Let's get inside to the post. Back to you guys.
And there's the defensive 3-second call. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical.
And a big move for D'Angelo Russell this past offseason. Traded from the Lakers to Brooklyn. Now one of the major building blocks of this team that has embraced him wholeheartedly.
And so the ball's out of bounds. Middleton touched it last.
And you love the effort. Just getting the hand in there and knocking it out.
You love that they're making their presence felt on the defensive end. You can't afford to be careless with this team.
Antetokounmpo on the double team. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. The shot's good from Fareed. And with the draft spot the Lakers have and the spotted history with D'Angelo Russell. You know, Greg, it wasn't a huge shock to see him move.
You know, it just seemed to me that Russell wasn't the right fit for what LA wanted to do. Still a very young and talented player who has a chance to kind of reinvent himself here in New York. He's shown a bit more maturity since that trade and since joining this team.
And the first one at the line is good. He's perfect from the line this time.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Bledsoe against Russell. Middleton right side. Lopez a screen. Middleton can't get it to go. Nets have gone 7 of 15 from the floor here in the fourth, right around 46-47%. Now here is Russell. Fareed the pass to Kira. Antetokounmpo on the double team. Lopez with the steal.
Really poor pass there, guys, and the D did a great job capitalizing off the mistake.
The inside shot, and Antetokounmpo with the basket on the assist by Bledsoe. Bledsoe's got assist number 8 now on the night. Brooklyn's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Carroll with a screen on Bledsoe. Bledsoe against Russell. It's Carroll on the wing. 5 on the clock. Here's LeVert. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. Milwaukee's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. A double team Bledsoe. Stolen by Fareed. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. Lopez with the block. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nets will retain possession. .157 left in the game. LeVert the pass to Fareed. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Fareed's got 10 points in just the second half. Now Bledsoe. And it's Lopez at the elbow. And there it is for him. Lopez has got the game tied up here for the Bucks.
Oh, my goodness, Lopez with a big-time delivery from the big man.
Screen by Fareed. Outside, Russell. Fareed setting the pick for Russell. Jumper off the screen, and he connects with the jumper. Russell's got 22.
Yeah, the leadership skills on display there. Getting it done when it matters most. D'Angelo Russell.
Bledsoe outside. And Middleton kicks to Bledsoe. 5 to shoot. Yes! And the foul. Fareed. And so he's picked up his final foul. And he will sit for the rest of this game. So for the Nets, Allen's checked in for Kenneth Fareed. And Dinwiddie subbed in for LeVert.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And they now lead as the free throw drops for him.
Boy, what a steady presence at the line. Whether it's a blowout or a tight game like this one, his stroke never varies.
Dinwiddie pitch to Russell. Here's the screen. Puts it up from 12. Up top, Brogdon. Middleton dishes to Lopez. Down low, Bledsoe buries it.
Now, that is cold-blooded.
What a shot. He had no fear. I love it.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. They're trailing by 3. 26 seconds left to play here in the fourth. And the Nets making a change here. Rabs checked in. Brooklyn with the ball. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Screened by Russell. Crab pitch to Russell. Allen a screen on Bledsoe. Russell inside. Guarded by Bledsoe. And he commits the intentional foul.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
shot.
So the first one drops, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. He's off on the free throw, unable to get that second one to drop in. Antetokounmpo can't get it to go.
And it's not easy to get those stops at the rim, but he does a great job with it.
Yeah, he can make it look simple on the interior when it's really not. He knew exactly how to guard on the inside.
From deep, can't connect. So a close game sees Milwaukee taking this one. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win nonetheless.
Yeah, but I really got a sense that the fans gave them that emotional boost that was needed down the stretch. This crowd, man, they were electric.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, guys. Congrats, Brooke, on the win. You guys were down, but you were able to overcome it. What does that say about your team?
You know, I think it shows our poise. You know, we responded. You know, I think we were really at our highest urgency level, and we came together as a team, and this time we held our lead in that.
Well, maybe you'll continue to develop that killer instinct during the rest of the season. Thanks, Brooke. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks. For Doris Burke, David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long.